Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Meal Prep episode 2. It's currently like 9:30 p.m. I woke up around 8 p.m. and that is an hour later, so if we can keep pushing it an hour later, then I'll fully reset my sleep schedule. So I am resetting it. I'm in the process. It's a process. It's not gonna just change in one night where I'm waking up early again and sleeping early. So just gotta be patient every night, every day, push my sleep an hour or 2 hours later. So yeah, first thing I'm gonna do right now is actually weigh myself. Let's see how much I weigh. Still 224, no changes yet. That's probably because before I showed you guys the ground beef and egg meal, I was eating like crap before that, so it's probably all those calories still. Yeah, so now I'm gonna chill for a while and then basically wait till the gym opens, and until then I'm probably gonna have some meals and I'll show you guys what those are, so I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Alright, so guys, so I just put like way too much honey, so I'm gonna grab a spoon and actually scoop out like some of that, because I messed up, because I'll show you in a second here. Oh, let me get a bowl to put this in. Way too much honey. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I scooped out like a big chunk of it, along with some blueberries, unfortunately, because obviously honey is sticky, so it's sticking to it. But there's Greek yogurt, honey, blueberries, and we add some cinnamon, and also some salt. That's good. Okay, good. And now I'm gonna get a cup of water and enjoy this meal. Alright, I just finished that meal. It's pretty good. It's one of my favorite meals. That's part of my meal plan. And now, to kind of wrap up this eating session, we'll call it, I'm gonna have 2 scoops of the worst tasting protein powder on the face of the earth, aka gold standard whey. It sucks so bad, so about to shake it up and chug it for you guys. 2 scoops. Is how much protein? 48. That's pretty good. You know what I've come to realize, and I know that I talk so much shit on supplements, I still do stand by that. I don't use any other supplements other than this. It's always best to get everything from food, all your vitamins, and creatine is, you know, you guys realize you can get creatine from food, and you also get it in the same effect that creatine has, salt has. I could get into that, I could rant for that, because it just pisses me off people say all that shit, but whatever. So I'm gonna have 2 scoops of this. What was I gonna say? That it's really, really difficult for big boys to get 200 plus grams of protein just from meat and eggs and stuff like that, Greek yogurt. So getting 48 grams from this, it helps me big time. I'm looking to get a better tasting protein powder, but for now, we gotta do what we gotta do. I need the protein. Protein is the most important macronutrient. If you get like a shit ton of protein, you will be lean. It's impossible for you not to be. So actually, probably the big reason as to my weight gain and just like being fluffy is probably because I haven't been getting enough protein, or definitely because I haven't been getting enough protein. So gonna get these 2 scoops, chug it, let's get it. All right, so I ran into some complications. I couldn't use that scoop to place the protein powder in this small little bottle with a small little top. So I used a spoon. I put a shit ton in here, and I actually still wouldn't even think that's like 2 full scoops. So I'm gonna finish this and put some extra change again in here and have another one. I'm about to be so bloated from so much water, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get your protein, right? And now I'm gonna chug it. Okay, overtime. Alright, this should be ready to drink. Alright, second time, let's go. I have a burp. Okay. All right, fam. So I got some veggies here. It's really dark, so you can't see, but some mixed veggies with a ton of salt, and I got a cup of water over there, and I'm currently playing Custom Zombies with some boys, and yeah. All right, fam. Next meal and last meal before the gym is some lasagna. What's up, YouTube? It's currently 12 p.m. and I slept around like 5:10, 5:20 between those time periods, and I woke up at right now, like basically like 20-30 minutes ago, and the reason I was sleeping a lot is because it was really cold, and I guess my immune system just dropped because I was on my computer playing shirtless and with no socks, and so I was getting really cold, and when you get cold, your immune system drops. So I guess when like in return, I slept a lot. But anyway, I'm gonna eat now. Some ground beef, spinach and pepper, and then I'm probably gonna have orange juice along with that. And I have mobility today for hips and for shoulders, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to show you when the meal's ready, and then we're gonna go to the gym after. It's a pre-workout meal. See you then. Okay guys, the meal's ready. Ground beef, spinach, yellow pepper, red pepper, orange juice, and CBJ juice. If you don't know what that means, cranberry juice. Both not from concentrate. It's mixed together, and this also has taco sauce drizzled on top. And what you saw drinking, what I was drinking before, is kind of yellow, was excuse me, was chicken stock, and that's really good for your immune system health, as well as joint health, digestion, a lot of good things. So yeah, let's get into this meal. All right, so this is how much I have left. You know, I kind of got close. Nah, I did get close for sure, but I'm just so stuffed. So I'm gonna drink this and then another cup, and I would go for a walk, but it's so cold, you know? So yeah, I'm just gonna digest, probably 30 minutes, go to the gym for some mobility. I'll see you guys at the gym. Yo, what is up, guys? I'm bringing you a voiceover for today's mobility workout. Doing cars again, time-lapsed every single day, and you're gonna see that I do it every single day. Today I had shoulders and hips, working on internal rotation of the shoulders and as well as external rotation for the hips. So right now I'm running through the low bar mobility circuit. Basically what I'm doing here is I hold the PVC pipe in the low bar position. I have my wrists hyperextended, and then I make them neutral. and I'm basically trying to get comfortable with my wrist being neutral so that when I get to the low bar squat, which I will start tomorrow, I can have my wrist neutral position. This as well is also to get my shoulders loose, as well as my scapula and everything in my back region, as well as my chest. Basically everything in the thoracic cavity, as well as on my anterior chain, not just my posterior. And yeah, this honestly is kind of painful. Both of those exercises are pretty painful. And then here, I'm starting my sumo FRC prep. So I'll tell you what I'm doing here as I do it. I'm pushing down 5 times, bringing my chest to my knee in the 90-90 position. Then I lift my hands up and do the same thing, just basically leaning forward 5 times. Then I'm bringing my whole leg above the ground, my whole front leg, 5 times. And then now I'm doing the same thing I just did there, 5 times, pushing down, just this time on the other leg, 5 times. And then I'm also going to lift it, just like I did. So you're basically hitting the adductors and abductors. And then I do this where I'm just rotating my torso as I'm lifting up my leg to the point where my foot is touching the ground. And then I'm in this kind of split position, and I'm bringing myself closer to the ground with using the support of my hands, and then now I'm not. There was some like hair or something that was bothering me this whole workout, and I think it was on my mask. Like, kind of unfortunate. Yep. And then I do 5 reps again like this. And then I'm going to bring each foot up on its own 5 times, each foot. And now I am stretching. I'm pushing my knees out as far as I can with my elbows and holding my ankles with my hands. I hold that for 15 seconds. And then here's Nick hitting a, not Spoto, Larson press, 2-rep max with 245 pounds. And it appears to be 2-second pauses. Let's check this out. Man's got ashy knees, bro. Man's needs some lotion. It's probably because it's cold outside. That was a grinder 2nd rep. That's some strength right there. Here, I'm doing Cossack squats. This is probably one of the hardest parts of the FRC sumo prep. Super tough on my hips, but necessary. And all this is going to lead to better sumo positioning and healthier hips too. I did 10 reps each way, like that. That's 1. I had to closen it up because it was just too freaking wide to the point where I was slipping. My feet are slipping. You can see if you pay attention. So I'm doing 4 days where I train, and then 2 days where I do mobility a week. So I come into the gym 6 days. This is one of the 2 mobility days. Here I'm in a semi-split. This is as much as I can go, and I'm putting my hands on the floor and reaching as forward as I can for 10 reps. And then here I'm basically like touching each side with my hands, and I'm internally rotating my feet, which also internally rotates my hip. If you pay attention to my feet, I'm internally rotating my hips. I did 10 of those each side. And then here I'm in a weird kind of like frog position, and I'm rocking back and forth for 10 reps. Seeing how far I can go, maximizing my range of motion. This is more of a carryover to squats, I feel like. And then this one, yeah, for sure, sumo. Now I'm again in a frog position, but this time with my feet out, not together. Again, 10 reps, seeing how far I can go. And then after this, I'm going to lift up each leg as high as I can. And everything that I'm doing here, I'm progressing on just as I would like to progress with weights. You don't just kind of put mobility on a back burner. You don't like, oh, just do it to do it. You got to have intent with all your training. Everything that you do in your training, you have to have the intention of progressive overload and increasing your range of motion like I am here. Every day I'm doing mobility, I'm trying to increase my mobility because I know that if I can do that, then it's going to carry over to all my main lifts. Here I have my leg or my foot on the back of my knee, and I'm lifting the knee off the ground, trying to hold it for a second, doing 10 reps. This one's really tough. And you have to try to not move your torso, try to keep it planted on the floor. It's pretty difficult. You'll see my body's like tensioning on my torso when it shouldn't be. I gotta try to relax it more. And then the last exercise of the FRC Sumo Prep is where I plop my foot up on a pink block, yoga block, and I'm kind of doing the same thing where I'm lifting my knee off, just this time with my foot on a block instead of behind my knee. Again, trying to hold it for a second for 10 reps. Did it on the other side. If you guys want to follow along to this video, I'd highly recommend it because I actually followed along to a video when I first started doing it. If you guys struggle with getting in sumo position, I highly recommend this. Here I'm doing 1/4 hip cars. I am just trying to lift my foot as high as I can. And the goal, actually, like a mental cue, is to try to get your foot above your knee, but you'll never be able to. See how my foot is angled below my knee. Simply no hip can possibly do such a thing, but you can try to strive for it, and that way you're pushing yourself, increasing your hip range of motion. Here I'm doing kind of a similar exercise to the second to last one that was shown. Lifting my foot up off the block 6 times, holding it each time for 2 to 3 seconds. I feel really good stretch on this. So that's the end of the hips. Now moving on to shoulders. I'm doing end range holds. Just trying to hold that end range you see as far as my hand can go close to the ground. Trying to hold it without pushing with my other hand. I hold it for 6 seconds, and I'm doing 5 reps. I did that for 2 sets. No, 3 sets, my bad. I did everything that you saw for 3 sets except the Sumo FRC prep. I only did 1 set of each exercise. You can see that I'm reaching my hand underneath my shoulder and make sure that I can't put it underneath, because if it comes off, then I'm completely ruining the exercise. Here I'm doing prone cars. For my shoulders, I did 3 reps each side for 3 sets. You'll see that my thumb is pointing up at the end of each position, but I'm moving my hand, my position. You see, like, I'm rotating my hand as I'm moving through the car. Yeah, so my hand's facing towards me and you, and then it'll be facing away when I ends right there. And that's it. Alright, yo, what's up? So I just finished the workout, came home, took a shower, and I actually went for a walk after the gym before I came back home, and now I'm waiting on some food. My mother, thankfully, awesome. She is almost always willing to cook me my meals. I'm having ground sirloin with vegetable mix. There's corn, carrot, green peas, green beans, and I think that's it. So I'll see when the meal is finalized, but I think that's what it is, all mixed together with loads of salt. Y'all better be salting your meals. If it's like a satiating meal with like beef or something, you gotta put salt in that, otherwise you're missing out. I'm gonna have that and we're Gucci. I think that'll be the last meal, and if not, then I'll probably have protein shakes to end off the day. And yeah, so I'll see you guys when I eat my next meal. Alright guys, so my next clip I'm about to record is going to be the last clip of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm just going to chug a quick protein shake with 2 scoops to finish off protein in case I didn't get enough. And that's a wrap for the day. I'm extremely stuffed right now. I know that's going to be my last meal, and then probably going to go to bed soon. To be honest, I'm kind of tired, so let's go chug. Alright, so I only ended up doing 1 scoop just because I'd probably throw up if I did too. I'm absolutely stuffed, so this is the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. The next one's going to be more interesting. Tomorrow I go for 1 max low bar. I'm super excited for that, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.